Good morning, everyone. It's Teresa Crane with Jeremiah Dreams. How are you guys this morning? I'm doing really well. I had a great night's sleep and I am ready to do some fun things with you guys this morning. I hope you guys are doing good. I am really excited to be with you and a part of Craft Around the Clock this morning and share a little bit of creativity with you. I have kind of a cool thing in mind, and I see a couple of eyes popping on this morning. So as you join, please grant StreamYard permission. I use StreamYard so I can share my screen, do a split screen so you can get up close and personal of what I'm doing in my workspace. And I'm going to split my screen here and share my screen with you so you can see exactly. Good morning, Miss Sue. How are you? I hope you're doing good today. As some others pop on, please say good morning. Good morning, Winifred. How are you, lady? There's my friend Teresa. All my friends are coming on. I'm so glad to see you guys this morning. Hope you've got your coffee. Um, I know that some others are going to be popping on here real soon. Let me show you what I've got going on. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen because we've just got a short time together this morning. Good morning, Deb. How are you? Let me share my screen. Look at this beautiful pattern, you guys. I went online and I searched for royalty free coloring sheets for Easter. And I found this beautiful egg. And it said it all for me. It said Easter, it said spring, and I just fell in love with it. And I thought, what a beautiful painted canvas this would be. And you guys, if you're new to me, you know I paint. And I thought, oh, I've got to do this. But then some other creative juices started flowing too. And I just came up with a couple of other cool ideas. So I've done some prep work because we just got a short amount of time together this morning. So I've kind of worked ahead. This is what I've got done so far. Now, there's a lot going on here, and I may not do all that's going on here, but I might. I don't know. But I've got some things I really want to do with you. So because I've done some prep things, we're just going to do what we can this morning, and then we'll see what happens. So let me tell you, because I just printed this off, and this is like a free coloring sheet. So I don't have to worry about copyright or royalties or anything like that. So I just printed this off and I've got an 8x10 canvas board and I just used good old carbon paper and I just laid this down on my canvas board and I took a pencil and I just traced it. Okay, that's how I transfer my images if I don't draw it myself. Okay, so after I did that, then I just painted and I wanted to just do a good base and then I just painted that just a soft pink. Um, and then I painted in my leaves because I've got plans for these flowers and it involves some hot glue. So I've got my glue gun ready. And I've never done this before, but I'm going to try it. So if it's an utter fail, I'm going to scrape it off and we'll just paint. And then we're going to do this other idea I have. So what I want to do first is I'm going to just try the center of this flower. And I'm just going to put a dot of hot glue right there in the center. Okay. I'm just going to let that cool. Y'all, I have this love-hate relationship with hot glue. All the strings. And then I'm going to come over here to this petal. I'm going to try to outline this petal. And I may have to get a little something to help me with this. But we're going to try it. And what I'm going for here, and my little stick is not wanting to go on down into the channel, but I'm going to try to force it on through. And what I'm trying to achieve here is some three-dimensional art. Let's see if I can force it on through. So let me lift this real quick. Let me twirl this string, see if I can get it to release. And let me get something that I don't mind using and see if I can't get this string to release. The strings is what drives me bananas. and see if I can just ease this out. So I'm going to just use the end of this eraser just to kind of maneuver this glue around. That'll probably work pretty good. Now, I'm not entirely sure why, but that worked pretty good. Okay, let's go on to the next little petal. And I'm going to put some glue in there. And I'm going to come to the next petal. Here we go. Then I'm going to come back to the center. And I'm going to fill in right around that circle. And I'm going to let that dry. It's just going to take just a little bit. And I'm just going to let that dry right there. Okay. So while that's drying, I'm going to come over here to this other flower. And so that's why I went ahead and painted my leaves. Because I'll set this back on the charger and let that be heating back up a little bit. Make sure that's going pretty good. Let me turn this around. Because I wanted my leaves to already kind of be in the background. Hey, good morning, Miss Shar. How are you? I hope you're doing good this morning. All right. And then I'm going to come over here to this other little flower. And I'm going to start with the center little dot. Release. Then I'm going to come over here to these petals. And I'm just going to work my way through these petals. And I'm just going to lay this glue. Kind of just following this pattern. And then come back and do the center. And then I'm going to let this dry. Now see how it's kind of clear when it's hot, and then as it cools, it becomes, more milky looking. Okay. So now I'm going to paint this glue. And it's pretty, I think it's going to be, whoops, that right there is still kind of wet. So we're going to leave that. And we can fix that even though I've touched it. That's not a problem. Because I probably can just take some scissors and cut that. Hey, I'm the boss of the glue. We can fix it. It is not a problem. So we're just going to let that cool. In fact, I wonder, no, that's heat. So we're just going to fan it. So how are you guys today? Y'all got a busy day ahead? I've got a busy day ahead because I've got a little granddaughter going to come spend the day with me, and I'm very excited. We're going to play all the day long. I do have a little bit of work, so I'm going to take her to the office with me. That is going to be a lot of fun. Good morning, Judy. How are you? All right. You got your coffee with you. Oh, we're doing something a little different. I've put some hot glue on here, and I'm going to paint this hot glue. I'm just waiting for it to cool off a little bit. Now, let me go ahead and get some colors ready. In my mind, this is a yellow color. I'm going to use this banana yellow. Let's see how long we've been on here. Get a little bit of that. And I'm going to use a flat brush. Make sure I've got all the color off of it. It's still got a little bit of green on it where I was painting these leaves. There we go. So I'm going to go ahead. See if I can I just felt like doing a little bit of dimensional art today. But look. Can you see that? I'm going to hold it up so you can see a little bit better. So we put this hot glue down. And it gave us the framework for doing some dimensional art. Look at that. Isn't that cool? Now, it's probably going to take more than one coat to, get a good color going there, but that's okay. It's going to give a really neat effect. And then in the center, we can add black for the center of the flower. I'm just going to let that dry. Let's see. What color should we make this other little flower? What color do you guys think this other flower should be? Purple? Let's do purple. I've got a real pretty purple over here. Just feeling all these spring colors. Good morning, Tracy. So let's do purple for this other one. So hot glue is not just for making things stick. It can be for making art. Making dimensional art. And I got it over on here a little bit, and that's not a big deal. We'll just cover that up with some more of this pink. We'll just touch up a little bit. And so right here is a string, and we'll just get some scissors and cut that off. Where, I accidentally touched it when it was still a little wet. Where's my scissors? We'll just snip it off. There we go. There we go. Problem solved. Now, I've seen some people actually take like sugar molds that you use for making mints and stuff and put hot glue in those and can make little things of art with those and then glue them onto things. But I just did it this way, and it makes kind of a neat, there's a little bit of sprig sticking up right there. Let me see if I can snip that off. There we go. It's kind of a different little approach to some art. Now let me go back over this yellow. If you can't really though dry with a hot gun because the heat is going to just kind of reactivate the hot glue. Good morning, Teresa. It's so good to see you this morning. Thank you for joining us. I'm glad to have you with me. We're using some hot glue to kind of create a different kind of art this morning. Some three-dimensional art to this cute little Easter egg. Gives a little bit of different dimension. And I'm going to add a little bit of black to the center of this. Where is my black? So you guys, my kids are coming in this week. Now, my granddaughter is already here, but my daughter and my son-in-law are coming in later this week. But my 3-year-old is already here, and the spoiling begins. And all the grandparents are having a blast. And we are just in heaven. I'm going to make the center of this little white flower. I'm going to kind of mix some yellow and some white a little bit. Oops, my brush got away from me a little bit. It's no big deal. I can touch it up. It is a little early. My hands are not really good and awake this morning. So I'll just get my purple, kind of touch it up a little bit. But let's see, how am I doing on time? I'm doing just fine. May have to let that dry a little bit. Well, maybe not. Maybe it'll be okay. Just kind of touch up with some purple right through here. And then I'm going to show you what I got up my sleeve next. Now, I have been very fascinated. Everybody has been trying out the diamond dust. I have been fascinated with it. It's beautiful. I have not purchased any yet. I have got to get me some. It is so neat, but I just haven't. I just honestly, I haven't stopped long enough. I've just been kind of busy, crazy busy. Let me touch up this little purple right through here that just kind of got away from me. Um, but I need to get some. Now, what I want to do is I want to get some Mod Podge. Let me move my paint palette. Some of my paint's out of the way. And I want to use a brush. I'll use this brush right here. I may need to just pour some out on this plate right here. Okay, so I'm going to get some Mod Podge. And I'm just going to take this a little at a time because I don't, and I'm going to just go on the pink areas with the Mod Podge. I don't want any of, and I'm going to use just glitter. I have glitter that I used back in the days when I did scrapbooking. And what I have is this cool tray from back in the days with scrapbooking that has this neat little funnel that you can pour the glitter back into the jar. And this is actually from Stampin' Up. Um, Dazzling Diamonds glitter. So it may be like the pre-diamond diamond dust. It's really iridescent and very pretty. So I'm going to just do this on here on the Mod Podge. And then just pour it off. But I wanted that pink to be underneath. And let me get another brush that I can just kind of gently kind of brush around some of the excess. Now look, can you see? Isn't that kind of pretty? And I wanted just to do a little at a time, just so that it wouldn't dry too fast. And it may not have. This is the first time I've done this, so I was a little unsure. I've not played with this before. I'm a newbie at this. So let me experiment going with a little more with this here. And then I want to paint these other cool little things as well. I was just afraid I might run out of time in doing all these things that I really wanted to show y'all in doing this neat little project. In doing the dimensional art with the glue and adding this element with canvas. Okay, let's do this much of it. Thank you all. Thank you all so much. Okay, let's do this much and see what happens. And we can pour all the excess right back in this little jar with this cute little tray. Because, okay, here we go. Whee! There's that much y'all got. Look at that. Oh, isn't he sweet? This little egg. Look, and this is hot glue. In case you missed this part, this is just hot glue that I use. Whoops, that was still wet paint. Sorry about that. I'll have to touch that up, y'all. I didn't realize. I figured that had dried. Oh, but look, easy sweet. Okay, I'm just going over the pink areas. So let me take my little tray. Y'all are going to see how this works. That has the little funnel and it just pours right back in. Oh, I've got a stopper in there. I forgot about that part. It does. It has a stopper, which is really cool. You got to get the stopper out. I forgot about that part. And it's a good stopper. Come on. It's almost out. Got to get there. Watch glitter go everywhere. An explosion. I hope not. That would remind me of something. Who was it the other day talking about glitter going everywhere? And I was like, oh no. Oh, it was Francis. Francis Downs was telling that story the other day. I'm like, oh my goodness, that would be me. All right. Mind over matter here. Come on now. Well, you get the gist of it. Good morning, Terry. Oh my goodness, you guys. Oh, Karen, thank you so much, lady. Good morning, Lisa. Oh, I got it, you guys. It came out. Yay. Okay, here we go. This little tray. See, it's just going to pour right back in. Perfect. Whoops. Had a little bit pour right on my little thing. That's okay. I can just, it goes right back in there. Ta-da. Perfect. I bet you this is like the pre-diamond dust version that Stampin' Up! Used to have. Bet you money. How are we doing on time? We're doing good. Yay. Okay, so I can put a little bit more of this on here in these other sections then. And then I'll go back through and paint these other little areas and make them all pretty. But I just really wanted to show y'all these two little techniques I had in mind with painted hot glue and then doing the underneath part in a color and then go back and putting this glitter on top of it. And this pretty Easter egg, you guys really should explore. Just Google royalty-free coloring sheets and then using this, well, y'all, I need more caffeine. Carbon paper to transfer your image. You don't have to be an amazing artist to do some really pretty things and just get you some inexpensive little canvas boards to transfer your images onto a canvas board and just have some fun painting. You guys, painting is one of the best ways to de-stress, to release some of those endorphins, the things that just will help you to your mental health, just all the things that will help you through some really tough things in life. So I just want to encourage you guys to tap into those areas just to help you with anytime you're struggling with whatever's. It's just an amazing thing. And I just encourage you to tap into those things. I am just gently brushing through here, just getting some excess off because it's just kind of standing there. And I'm just trying to get the excess off so that we're left with what's truly sticking, so that when I walk away, it doesn't make a major mess everywhere in my house. But I think it's so pretty. It just glistens. But there we are, you guys. That's basically, look at that. Look how it just shines, just captures the light. And so I will go through and finish painting this. And I can certainly be working on that now, but and I'll make this even more enhanced. This these raised three-dimensional areas and these little sprigs of neat designs that's in this egg. And for those of you that joined late, let me show you this original coloring sheet. I just thought it was beautiful. So this is what I pulled off of the internet. Isn't that pretty? I just loved that. And it's got a lot going on, and I just decided I didn't want to transfer all of it because that would just be a lot to paint. Now, if I had just hours to sit down and do that, there would be certain things that I would pick out and do. But I thought just for this morning, just to touch on the things I wanted to touch on, I would just pull out certain elements to share with you guys. But I could certainly go back and add some of the dots and stuff. But you guys could certainly do something like this. Use hot glue just to do some dots and then paint those dots and do some of the flowers and make some of the raised areas. You guys can do that. And then the glittery thing, put down you a base coat and then put Mod Podge on top of that and then put the glittery stuff and then just make it a pretty accent somewhere in your home. And voila, you got something fun, and you've just had a great time just releasing those endorphins and de-stressing and making something very, very pretty in a corner of your house, and just had a good time doing it. That's what it's all about. That is what it's all about. And get your kids involved. What a great way to just have a good time with your kids and get glitter everywhere, and then they can clean it up. Yes, make them clean it up for days. Oh my goodness, you guys. You got to laugh. You got to laugh. Another great way to help with all those endorphins. Yes, there's glitter all in that brush now. Y'all, it is a beautiful day here in Western Kentucky. Y'all have a blessed, blessed week. Y'all, I'm just so thankful to the Lord. I am so blessed, and He has been so gracious and good to me. I am going to have a magnificent day with my little. I'm so excited to be with her today. She's 3, she's here, and I'm going to kiss on her and just have so much fun playing. Some of the adult coloring books have some of the same. Yes, yes, you guys. Just find a way to be creative. It is wonderful, wonderful. Y'all, thank you for being with me today. I am so thankful to have you here and to have some time with you and just appreciate you commenting. I am going to, you guys. I love each and every one of you. You guys bless me in so many ways. You just don't even know. Y'all are just wonderful. I'm thankful for each and every one of you. So you guys have a wonderful day. I am getting ready to scoot out of here and go get that youngin'. I'm going to go get her and we're going to start playing. So y'all have an amazing day. I love you all. I'll talk to you later. Bye.